welcome to another episode of Ask Erin Pavlina. Today's question comes from Sue. She writes, why do we receive premonitions about coming events? Are we supposed to alter them or prepare for them? Or is it simply like random radio signals that may or may not be intended specifically for us? This is a very good question. A premonition is when you have foreknowledge of an event that has not happened yet. So a lot of people receive premonitions. I have received many premonitions in my life that have come true, and I've received many communications that have not come true. So what does that mean? What does it mean if sometimes your premonitions come true and sometimes they don't? The way I've come to understand it is there's like a broadcast going on all the time. There you have a personal broadcast, which is what your spirit guides are sending you, and then there's like what I call the time stream. There's all kinds of possibilities that are broadcasting all the time. So what happens is sometimes you do pick up on something that is going to happen, but sometimes you pick up on something that is not going to happen. What determines whether something's going to happen or not? We have free will while we are incarnated here, so it's almost impossible to tell the future for sure because any number of people could affect the outcome. Think of it like the butterfly effect. You know, anytime somebody makes a decision, it alters everybody's course in one way or another. So when you have a premonition that comes true, you got lucky. You picked up on a portion of the time stream, one possibility, and that's the possibility that happened. So it seems to you as if you had a premonition, an accurate premonition. Just as often, you will have a feeling that something's going to happen, but then nothing does. That's because you were picking up a possibility from the time stream, but one which did not come to pass due to the free will of everybody, all the participants involved. So there's no real way to know for sure if something's going to happen or not. If you're having a premonition, it doesn't hurt to prepare for it, but you don't want to go crazy about it. I know a lot of people have dreams about the end of the world, and then the end of the world doesn't happen. A lot of people have dreams that there's terrible earthquakes coming, and then they don't happen. It's because they were picking up one possibility. If that possibility had come to pass, it would seem as if they were very psychic and they had premonition. And in a way, that is accurate, but most premonitions do not come true. That doesn't mean you can't have an accurate premonition. It just means that you shouldn't count on the fact that having a premonition means it's going to come true for sure. So while it's always good to be able to tap into the time stream and see what the possibilities are, you never want to rely on it completely. If you do get a premonition that seems very negative, take whatever steps necessary to avoid having that come true. Because we have free will, you can change an outcome. Now, it would be difficult to change, say, an earthquake, because I don't know anybody who can prevent an earthquake right now. So you may be at the mercy of a premonition in that you may have a premonition about something horrible that's going to happen that you cannot prevent. So in that case, you want to just prepare. It's always good to be prepared, so do that. Don't worry about your premonitions too much. Remember, they're just one possibility. Prepare for them, but don't rely on them. Good question.